So first thing we're going to do is place our chest, double chest that is, with 2 hoppers facing down into it. And then I'm going to place a temporary block on here for now, just for now. And we want a hopper facing in the sides of our furnaces and then down into the top of them. Those are going to be for our raw product coming in, and these are going to be for our fuel. The next thing we're going to do is place our pistons, and we'll go ahead and come out. So that's where our first ovens are going to be. They will be pulled out to here, so we need a piston right behind them, like so, on both sides, right there. And then they will need to be pulled up, so they will need to be pulled up to here. So we will need a piston on top of those, so right there and right there. And then they will need pulled out, so we're gonna say they're there, they need pulled there, the piston will be there, so they need to be there, like that, both sides. So they need to look like that, and then we break out our normal pistons, and we'll put one here, facing down, here facing down, they're facing in, and they're facing in. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put our ovens in place. I will put one there and there, one on this piston, one on this piston, and that piston, and that piston. And for looks, I'm just trying to face them this way. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to grab this obsidian and place one here and one here, and then beneath these 4 I'm going to want hoppers. Okay, so I'm going to grab, these are the 4 that I said were not really necessary, these 2 facing into those 2, and then one facing in this way and the other facing in that way. And that way these 4 on bottom can drop their finished product off here, and you don't have to wait for it to shuffle through at the very end. Once they're done, they're pretty much dropped off. That part, we're going to go ahead and place obsidian, 1 block of obsidian under each one of those hoppers that we just placed, and that should be all your obsidian. Next, we're going to place a redstone conductive block there. Going to come down, out like so, and we're going to need dust, dust, dust with a torch and comparator facing into the block, comparator facing out of the dust. Next, we'll need a sticky piston coming up off of that torch, out from this block, and out from this dust. We will need a piece of glass coming off of there and an observer coming off of there. Facing that direction, we need this observer facing this direction and this observer facing this direction. Notice the arrows on all those. We're going to grab dust here, here, and here. I'm going to put a repeater out that way on 1 tick, out that way on 1 tick. Redstone conductive block up. Actually, we'll keep that there on both sides. We're going to do this number here. And we're going to go like that. So we should be looking like this right here. And then we'll go ahead and grab repeaters, face them this way on 4 ticks. Actually, I take that back. Place that one on 1 tick. Place this one on 4 ticks. We're going to do that over here too. The one on the obsidian's on 4 ticks. And the one on the piston is on 1. Looking kind of like this right here. Now that we're at this point, we'll go ahead and grab our torches, and we want our torches off of this block and this block. Going to come down the block like so. Dust. Yeah, torch. Do that on this side too. Block. Dust. Torch. Next we'll come up here. We'll place dust there and there. Here and here. Come down here with 2 blocks with a repeater on 1 tick and the dust. And over here 2 blocks, a repeater on 1 tick and a dust. Under this torch we're going to come down 2 like that. Going to come out and line it up with this guy right here and hit that up. We're going to put a repeater on 4 ticks with dust, 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 and dust. And you know what, we'll bring this out 2 more and we will place our lever right there with dust and with dust. And I believe that is your device right there. So I've started this thing and I do not have it in the on position yet. So if you leave the chunk with this thing on, the clock will cycle through, everything will be done. Your ovens may not be in the right position, but when you come in, that should happen. Okay. I forgot my my chests. Okay, so we'll need a chest here, 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 and here. And these are the fuel once again, and that's the product we're going to place in. Okay, so now I've got the fuel in there. They're loading these guys up, so those guys are already loaded up. It doesn't really matter as far as the fuel goes. The rest of them will get fuel as needed. I've got coal in there, coal blocks. So we'll just start filling it up now that it's got its furnaces in there, and there they go. It'll take a little bit to catch because the first ones that were in there gotta go through once. But then once they're there, they've already got 2. And now every time they come in, they should have 2. Sometimes it might be off a little bit, but that's okay. So if this video was helpful and you know somebody else that might like the build, go ahead and share it with them. Go ahead and leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. It's been real. Peace.